Welcome to the Bill and Randy Podcast, your connection to everything happening in the community. We've got some exciting events coming up, another beer tasting on the horizon, and yes, a little Fenton controversy. Stick with us.
It's the Bill and Randy Podcast. Your connection to community.
Hey, welcome to the Bill and Randy Show here live
Welcome.
in Fenton. Here we're at the Collaborative Grounds. We're doing our podcast, and we got a lot of topics to talk about. And so I'm going to toss it over to Randy here. So, Randy, take over, man. What do you got?
Yes, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for listening. We are on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio, and Facebook as well. So you can find us on any of those. If you don't want to look at us, you can just listen.
So we could tell the guys in Jackson Prison, too, to go ahead and listen to us. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, we're good.
So I just wanted to put that out there. We do have a lot of stuff to talk about today. We're going to talk about a controversy in Fenton shortly.
Ooh, a controversy.
Yes, a controversy.
Amongst all the controversies we got going on, now we got one here locally, which is going to be cool.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, before we get running, though, we're going to do our weekly beer tasting.
So first up, I have this German beer. It is actually the world's oldest brewery. It's Crystal Weissen, and it's got 5.4 alcohol percent. So we're going to try this here. Now, Randall's got his in his cup because obviously we have two different beers today.
Yeah.
Just the way the luck draws. So let's take our sip and see what
All right,
happens.
cheers,
Cheers,
cheers.
man. Mm-hmm. It's a little sour.
It's good, though.
It's a little sour, but
It's
not bad.
It's a light beer. What's
Yes.
the name of it again?
It's called Crystal Weissen.
Crystal Weissen.
And you can get this at Merchants right here in Fenton.
All right.
If you want to check it out. Now, we're going to take a taste of the other beer
What's
that
the other one?
Randy's got.
This one is called, how do you even pronounce that? Weinstephaner?
The W sounds like a V, so Weinstephan.
Weinstephaner. All right. I'm glad you know that.
So first, to properly taste these beers, you have to take a sip to clear your palate. Take another sip, and that's where you're going to get your actual taste on it.
Right. And this is 7.4% alcohol.
So it's closer to what I had in Germany.
And it's a dark beer, which I like dark beer. And if you're a dark beer drinker, it's pretty good.
This is really good. Kind of gets close to the Guinness, really. It's almost there.
I don't know if people can see that, but yeah, very interesting. Bill picked these out today. And, good choice. I like them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And while we're talking about this, we want to poll our audience. Let us know what you think is a good brewery locally. What do you think about what's the good brewery to go to these days for a local brewery? Tell us what you think when you see this podcast, and let us know, and we'll bring it out to the next segment and let everybody know. Hey, they tried this or tried that. I know my brother-in-law, he likes to go up to Traverse City. I know it's not local, but he likes to go up there.
Right. There's so many different microbreweries around now. Back when we were growing up, there's, 5 different kinds of beers. That was about it.
Exactly. Remember the old Pabst Blue Ribbon,
right? But, now with all these breweries around, we got the Fenton Winery and Brewery, who we will be having as a guest, hopefully here next month sometime. And then we got the Linden Brewery that's over there in Linden. They got some excellent food over there also.
The Fenton Winery is good, and actually Linden's actually good. I mean, so I'd be happy when they get here because I might be feeling pretty good. Just saying.
Yeah, and before we get going, we do have some events that we want to talk about real quick. These are events that are coming up in the Fenton-Linden area that you might want to take advantage of, or if you're looking for something to do. So, Bill, what do you got there?
Hey, well, we got this event. It's called Are You Ready to Run, Walk, or Roll? Let's join the Linden Eagles marching band on a 5K run they got Thursday, June 4th at Cranston Stadium. That is going to be on May 30th, 2026. Again, that's going to be held on May 30th, 2026. So they want you to register before then, but please do so. The 5K run starts at 6:30 p.m. The half-mile fun run and 12 and under run starts at 6 o'clock. So check that out. Again, now the information we'll be telling you is going to be listed on our Facebook pages and all the social medias. That way you know where to find it. Randy, what do you got next?
Yep. All right. This is a program put on by the Fenton Linden Chamber of Commerce. Chamber Matters. It's a member orientation. So for you business owners out there that are thinking about becoming part of the chamber or are already a member of the chamber, they have this event going on. The keynote speaker is Casey Lambert. He's the marketing director for Dr. Wax, and he's going to talk about small business marketing strategies. This is held on Tuesday, May 12th, 2026. Doors open at 8:15 a.m., so it's a morning program. Goes from 8:30 to 9:30, and then networking from 9:30 to 10 a.m. And this is at the Spring Meadows Country Club in Linden. So check them out. If you go to the Fenton Linden Regional Chamber of Commerce Facebook page, you can find this information on, and I will also post that on our Facebook page. So
now those of us that are adults, which my wife's still deciding if I am adult or not.
Yeah.
But if they have an adult egg hunt going on, craft beverage, hey, that's what I'm talking about. And food pairing, that's Saturday, April 4th. Again, it's Saturday, April 4th from 12 to 3 p.m. The grand prizes they're giving away, guys, I'm just telling you, want to get out of a doghouse, this is a good way to do it. They're giving away diamond earrings by Sawyer's. Yep. Now, ladies, if you're trying to get out of the doghouse by your men, they got an all-terrain bike for Cycle Fit. So, hey, it goes both ways on that one, guys and gals. It's a rain or shine event. Purchase your tickets on their website. That's FentonWinery.com. Again, that is FentonWinery.com. That's where you can purchase the tickets. Again, that's adult egg hunt, craft beverage. So good times to be had on that one.
Hey, Bill, do women go to the doghouse like men do?
Well,
I've never heard of a woman saying, I'm in the doghouse. It's always men.
Right. And I'm glad you caught on. When I was in the Army, I was so PC back in the day, and I actually had a good female friend of mine. Well, I want to be in a doghouse, so she worked in the motor pool. I'm like, okay, let's so have it. So, I don't even know what to say now for ladies. What do you say?
I don't know.
You can't say they go to the kitchen.
Wondering,
you can't say you go to the kitchen because they'll get mad too.
I was just wondering. So, next thing I have, do you know someone who needs food for this holiday season? Do you or someone need some assistance? FAR, the Fenton Area Resources and Referral Network, you can go to farnetwork.org to register to get some free food for the Easter holiday. Distribution is on April 3rd, Good Friday. So check out, I'll put on our Facebook page, a link to this. So if you know someone or you need help getting some food for the holiday, check out the Fenton Area Resources and Referral Network. Their distribution is April 3rd. So that's a good thing, they have programs like that to help people in need. And this is a local thing. So,
well, and speaking of food, me and Randy's been kicking around. We've all gone to different restaurants.
Yeah.
So we want you, the listeners, the viewers, to tell us who you think is the most underrated restaurant in our area or in Genesee County. What restaurant is the most underrated restaurant in Genesee County, Fenton, Linden area? And also, second part of that one is, who has the best burger in Fenton? Let us know what your pick is. Who
Fenton
has the
or
best
Linden?
Hamburger in Fenton?
Can we include Linden in that too?
We can. Yes, we can.
That's a close one.
That's a very good close one.
Because Linden Hotel has some great hamburgers. But I know, there's some good hamburger places in Fenton for sure too. So.
And no, we're not going to say McDonald's and Burger King because all of us are tired of that.
Yeah, those are not included.
Yeah, we want really good mama pops or some type of hamburger, man.
Right.
So having said that, now we're sliding into Women Connecting in Business. Panel discussion, The Power of Networking. That's going to be taking place on Wednesday, April 8th from 8:30 to 10. Again, it's April 8th from 8:30 to 10. Register now. Members of 15, non-members of 25. And that's going to be held at the Linden Community Center right there on Mill Street.
Yeah.
And that's going to be presented by Rose Mechanical. Again, Rose Mechanical is very involved in this.
Yeah.
So it's Women Connect, connecting women in business, a panel discussion. And they join us for Morning of the Networking, Learning, and Empowerment. Again, it's April 8th from 8:30 to 10.
Yep. And I want to bring up a little news about a local, I guess he's a celebrity, kind of, Joey Spencer. Do you know him?
Yep.
He's a local boxer from Linden, and I saw him on Facebook today. There's a picture of him fighting. But Joey has a fight coming up. He's May 2nd in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and you can tune in on millions.co. So that's a website. I don't think it's going to be on TV, but it's a website, and Joey's going to be fighting May 2nd. So go, Joey. You know,
And it's a
local
safe
guy.
guy. Yes, you got
I
to root
met
for
him
Joey for that.
briefly. I didn't have a long conversation with him, but I did meet him briefly, and who knows, maybe one day we can have him right here as a guest, and that'd be a lot of fun. And he actually makes his own salsa. He has a salsa that they put in the stores and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. He didn't
So
tell me that.
we'll have to talk to him about that.
Speaking of salsa,
Yeah.
Bill Street Smokehouse. Now, those you don't know, on Friday nights, they do have entertainment there.
Yep.
So, on April 2026, on Friday nights from 7 to 10, they're going to have Elizabeth Reed Band, the Corner Boys, Sweet Willie T, and Out of the Blue. That's going to be Fridays, all Fridays in April through April here.
Yeah.
At the Bill Street Smokehouse, so check it out. It's a great time. I know I've seen the Corner Boys, and they are really good.
I've
Really good.
I've never seen them, but I always enjoy going and watching a live band. It's just more, it's entertaining. I like to watch a live band, hear them play, and eat some good food, drink a cold beer, and listen to the band.
And get stupid. I
Right.
didn't say that. Yeah. That's what we did in the military. We got stupid. I mean, yeah.
Oh, and I wanted to do a quick shout out to Fenton senior Brayley West. She became a 3-time Michigan high school powerlifting state champion. And she also recently earned a Class B 2026 Scholar Athlete Award from Michigan High School Athletic Association. So I saw that in the Tri-County Times, and so
Hey, congratulations.
So Brayley, congratulations
to you
Keep
for
up the
that.
good work. You got a
That's-
great future ahead of you.
Great future.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So I really wanted to jump back to the little controversy. So recently there was a meeting at the Fenton Community Center about a possible parking garage going in right behind like Chow and next to the community center, right back there off of the park. And so I guess a lot of people showed up, and there was a lot of opinions about having a parking garage there. I think most of them were negative. We would love to have your opinion on what you think about, having a parking structure in Linden. What do you think, Bill?
Well, as we discussed earlier, my thing is everybody watching, everybody that lives in Fenton, Linden area, we all complain a lack of parking. But this is one of those things that I think the idea has gone too far, because the idea is good. Who's going to maintain it in the future? Mm-hmm. Not just now, 20 years, 50 years, 60 years from now, who's going to maintain that parking structure? I don't want to see that parking structure. Now, I know I'll be dead, but I don't want to see the parking structure turn out like some of the structures we have in the city of Flint, which back in the 70s, back in the heydays, that was a great idea. Now they don't get used, and they're falling apart and they're crumbling, and there's nobody keeping maintenance on it.
Right.
So that's my concern is there. And to tear away the park, we're starting to lose a lot of green.
Right.
And I'm not a tree hugger by a long shot, but I like to keep what we have.
Yeah.
Let's just keep what we have.
Right. Well, this would be in just replacing the normal parking lot that's there, And then there was talk about attaching a boutique hotel to it, which I guess they haven't heard from that developer in a couple of years. I don't know all the details about this. It's just a discussion, but they wanted to possibly attach a hotel to it, which I don't know if Fenton's ready for a boutique hotel downtown or not. But if you have an opinion on that, put it in the comments.
I'd be glad to hear what people
Right.
say, because everybody has opinions and ideas. Right, wrong, or different doesn't make a difference. We want to hear you, the audience,
Right.
to know what your thoughts are. Are we off base? Are we right on? Let us know.
Right. And the meeting they had at the community center, it basically was just to get people's opinion on it. And I don't think they're close to moving forward on it in any way, but they just wanted to kind of let the community know and what their thoughts were on it.
Because they're going to do studies. And
a
see
lot
how
of people weren't happy about it.
They're going to do studies to see how often that
Oh, yeah.
parking ramp is going to be used,
Right.
utilized. Then the other aspect is one thing we haven't even touched on: funding.
Right.
Where is it going to get funded? How is it going to get funded?
Right. Yeah.
And
nobody wants their taxes
No,
going
exactly.
up.
Nobody, hey, we're all on the same sheet on that. So,
Yeah.
how is it going to get funded?
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions that still need to be answered before they can actually say, hey, this is an idea.
Right.
But we just want to get the audience's opinion, what your thoughts are.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Right. And, I work in the community building, and I know that a parking structure like in that parking lot it would look very odd, I think. And I think we would lose the small town feel having a parking structure there. That's my opinion. I don't think that's what we need in Fenton. There's a field across the river. I forget the name of the person or company that owns that field, and that might make a place for a good parking lot, for extra parking lot. I know when we have big events and stuff, people can go and park over in that field.
Right.
And they do. That's only when we have big events going on. But daily in Fenton, there's plenty of parking all the time. And I know behind the fire station, they're also creating more parking back there. They tore down a building, and they're making more parking. So, the city of Fenton's definitely aware of a parking situation in Fenton. So,
Well, and that leads to the next
see.
question to our listeners and viewers. Do the residents of Fenton and Linden, do we want to be a small town, or do we want to become a bigger metropolitan?
right.
And that's a question that everybody's got opinions on and ideas, and I understand you got to grow. I mean, I get all the points, but there's benefits being a small town, and there's not benefits being a small town. It's just you have to look at both options.
I think Fenton should remain a small town. I think that's part of the lure and attraction to Fenton, because it is a small town. You get that small town feel, but then we got great restaurants, great little shops, and so people like to come to Fenton. They go to the farmers market, go and shop, see a live band, go to one of the local restaurants and eat some great food.
And well, don't forget, because we were also talking earlier, Silver Lake and Lake Fenton. Again, another thing for the audience. Which one do you like to hang out? Because remember now, this is 2026. I don't
Yeah.
even a big deal. 250th birthday for America. So, where does everybody like to hang out? Do they want to hang out in Lake Fenton? Do they hang out in Silver Lake? Either one. Let us know where you like to hang out, and just if you could, give us a little reason why. Maybe it was your favorite pastime with your parents. Maybe it was your first kiss. I don't know. I mean,
Right.
trust me, Lake don't talk. So,
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right. One thing about Silver Lake, that the road, Silver Lake Road, goes right along the lake there, and they're building that pathway right along the
Yep, there's-
lake there. And every time I drove by there in the summertime, everyone would anchor their boats out right in that little bay in the sandbar. They'd be partying there, and I always thought to myself, man, it looks like they're having fun. I wish I was out there.
And it's funny thing that you mentioned that walkway, because it's going to be a wooden, I guess my understanding is going to be a wooden bridge that's going across.
Yep, they're building that right now. Mhm.
And that's thinking, oh, that's cool. Now, me being a fisherman, am I going to be allowed to fish? Or they're going to say, nope, you can't fish. That's a question.
Yeah, that is a good question. But that area also isn't that deep right there. So I don't know how many. Some fish will definitely hang out in that area, but
Yes.
like the bigger fish
Fish
like
will be out-
bass
be out
and
the
stuff
day.
are going to be in the drop off after the sandbar. So I don't know
Yeah.
if you fish that area, put it in the comments below and say, what is the fishing like? Unless you don't want to give up your fishing spot,
Oh, I guarantee you, Nate. No, my brother-in-law, he fishes, and when he catches stuff, he doesn't tell anybody. Everybody's like, "Where'd you catch it?" And he comes up with some BS answers. I'm like, "Okay, yeah, all right, whatever,
Yeah.
And so I haven't said all that. Now we were into our Michigan time of season. It's our national flag, our state flag actually, the road construction going on.
Yeah.
And with having said that, what do you think's the worst spot, audience? Let us know, because I've been driving 96, and that's becoming a fun thing to drive
Yeah.
for construction. So let's let us know, so we let other people know, hey, you go over here, you expect 3 hours delay because you're going to be in a traffic jam.
All right. Well, I already know the first thing people are going to say. If they travel Silver Lake Road along the lake where we were just talking about, they have these lights timed, and sometimes when it's rush hour, it gets backed up. You waiting a while to get through that area on Silver Lake Road, and people are getting used to it. But
And just speaking about driving, the gas is going up. We all know about that. But here's the thing. So again, back to the viewers. And I'll actually pose it to you. How far would you drive for good food? How far will you drive for some good food?
I've driven up to an hour at least for some good food.
Hour?
Well, we like to go to Frankenmuth, so that's about an hour from where I live. So we'll go up there for some chicken,
I used to be a Frankenmuth nut, but then my travels, when I went to Florida last year to DJ weddings down there in the month of February,
Yeah.
I was down in Tampa, and I found this restaurant asking a Air Force guy. We stayed on MacDill Air Force Base. He's doing PT. He's running.
Yeah.
It's pouring down rain. I'm hungry. My son Travis, he's DJing with me. Hey, and I wrote on the windows, where's a good spot to eat? He looked at me like I was stupid because he only had to stop running and ask a question. He didn't have to, but he did. And he was telling me it's water plus flour. Flour as in the flour kneading, the flour baking flour. It's right outside of MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa. That is a true Italian restaurant. I've been out of the Army for about 35 years now. And I have been looking up and down in Michigan, cannot find Italian pizza that I remembered in Germany, Frankfurt. And so when the Air Force sergeant told me this, we went there, and they made that pizza. It took me right back to Frankfurt, Germany, back in the 90s, and early 90s. I'm thinking, I couldn't stop talking about it. My son's like, oh, my God, I'm embarrassed. And I ordered 6 pizzas to take home. And my son goes, we're going to put this between us on our way home, because we drove down there, we're driving back. It says, no, you ain't putting it back of the Blazer because it ain't going to make it to your mom. Your mom's going to kill me if she don't get a piece.
Right.
But, yeah, water plus flour. If you head to Tampa, Florida, it's water, the plus sign, flour.
All right.
That is the great Italian restaurant to go to. So I will drive that far to go get food. Or fly. I have no problem with that.
Well, I lived in downtown Linden for about 10 years, and we liked Calabria Village Pizza. It's a little party store right there in Linden, and I really haven't found a place. Jets is pretty good, but I really haven't found a place that their pizza is good as Calabria Village. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's I don't know what they do, but it's good. It's a little pricier than like Hungry Howie's or Little Caesars, but it's worth it. And we'll drive from Swartz Creek down to Linden to get Calabria Village pizza.
I'm going to take our audience a little memory trip back. For those who are old enough to remember this, Grand Blanc Inn, that pizza was to die for.
There.
That pizza was to die for in the 80s. Just the way they made it, was just great. I went in the Army, come back, they're out of business, and I was crying.
Have you had Calabria Village pizza?
Yep.
Oh,
it's really good.
It's so good.
It is.
And
Yep.
I think it's worth the drive. So put that in the comments too. If Calabria Village is your favorite pizza, Or if you have another favorite pizza place, put it in the comments. I always like to find a good pizza place.
Yes, it's you. I have learned through my travels. I like local towns, but there's times that you just want to go out and find something that you haven't had before.
Yeah.
Some new place that it could be a hole in the wall, or it could be a nice place, some place you haven't had before, and trying their food. Mm-hmm. And I know when I was in Florida, I was looking for shark. Then I was told it was illegal. I don't know, so let me know, please, because I had shark in Germany and I enjoyed eating that.
Yeah.
My son was tripping out. We went to Gator Joe's Shack. We call it the Four Nation hockey game was on.
Okay.
And they came out and I ordered Gator Nuggets. Mm-hmm. And I asked the guy, is that truly Gator Nuggets or is it a play on words? Because it is Gator country. Is it chicken nuggets, basically?
Yeah.
He cut the owner. I didn't realize he was the owner. He got looked offended. I'm like, look, it could be a play on words. I'm from Michigan. I don't know, man. So he takes me back to the kitchen, and there you are cutting up a gator. I'm like, okay, I got you. Cool.
So they were real gator
yes,
nuggets.
and it was really good.
I've never had alligator, actually.
Yeah, Gator Joe's Shack there in Clearwater. It's to die for. It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, then of course, as you go through the travels and whatnot, then you want to know, hey, how as we get older, I know when I was a kid, I know you was a kid,
Yeah.
but did you like winter as a kid?
I liked winter as a kid when we had snow days from school.
Yeah, those are pretty limited these days. See,
that's what I liked about winter.
I played
Whenever it gave me a snow day, I was like, woohoo.
and I played football and I played stuff in the snow. Now that I'm getting older, I'm hating the winter time. Somehow I got spoiled last year when I was down in Florida for the month of February. Like, I could deal with this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, put your comments. Would you want to stay here in Michigan and die, or would you want to say, nah, I'm getting the hell out of Michigan, man. I'm going south because it's warm.
Yeah. Well, like today it's 70 degrees outside.
Oh, it felt good.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day today. Love it. But tomorrow's going to be another nice day. But the day after that, it's going back down to like 40 and then 30. So we're not out of the winter zone yet because I remember years where it snowed in April. So we're not going to be totally in the clear till April's done. But I am definitely ready.
Until June. I'll just say June. Okay, we'll go June.
Definitely ready for the warm weather and, just start getting out, kayaking, fishing, and
and with your travels that you do live and local videos and stuff, different merchants and stuff, I've had this question posed to me. Have you had it posed to you? Some from that's out of town or out of state says, "Hey, what do people do here in Michigan?" And I draw from my childhood years, but it's been a long time, so I don't even know what they do anymore. I mean, do they do the same things I did or not? I don't know.
Well, I think here in Michigan, everyone says we go up north. That's what we do in the summer. We go up north and we go to the sand dunes. We go to Traverse City. We go to the UP. There's just so much to do. Mackinac City. There's just, where do you go in the summertime? Some people stay home. This area is a nice area. We got tons of lakes and rivers and a lot of stuff to do around here. But Michigan,
I can tell you, my family tells me to go to hockey sticks.
Hockey sticks, yeah.
Yeah.
H-E
double hockey sticks.
Double hockey sticks,
yep.
right?
There you go.
Yeah.
And again, to the listeners and the viewers, if you had a wish, what do you think? What would you wish for in Fenton? What do you think that Fenton has? That you want. What would you want in Fenton?
Yeah, that's a good question. What do you think the city needs?
Do they need less of or more of?
Right.
I mean, it's one of those questions that everybody has ideas, which is good, but you just want to know.
Yeah.
And again, it's supposed to be majority rule, and then that way you can say, okay,
Right. Well, Uncle Ray's has that putt golf there, and we like to go.
I love that place.
We love going to Uncle Ray's and playing putt golf. But sometimes I wish there was even a bigger, better putt golf. The kind with the mountains and the waterfalls that some of these places have. I wish that Fenton had one of those, and maybe even a go-kart track. I love go-karts.
I'm with you on that go-kart track.
Yeah.
The putt-putt thing I grew up in the 80s with, and I loved it. I remember used to watch it on TV. Used to have tournaments. It was really cool. For me, I would say more parks.
More parks.
Yeah. Because you can never have enough parks.
Yeah.
Honestly, and it just kind of span out on the parks.
Yeah. Like what kind of park? Like bigger? Like we got Rackham Park right behind the community center.
More of a nature preserve type, almost like Fulmar Nature.
Okay, so more of a nature preserve where you
nature
could
preserve, yep.
go on these walks, like Kensington Park has some
Right.
really nice nature trails.
Yep.
So something like that. Okay.
I mean, we got a lot of lakes, so takes care of the boats, takes
Yeah.
care of the canoeing, takes care of the swimming,
Yeah.
and if anything to do with water sports.
Yeah.
But I would say that would be the one thing I would look for, honestly,
Yeah.
because people that want to go for walking say, "Oh, we walked that park. Oh, we're going to see so and so. We're going to see so and so." So this way, it gives you more options when you have those nature trails that you just be by yourself or
Right.
with your favorite significant other.
Right.
Or maybe burying a body like they did in well, you remember back in the 80s there, Coldwater Road, the hogbacks.
I don't know nothing
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
yeah. I remember I grew up in Kersey. Yeah, the hogbacks. It was it was a 2-track trail, and it took you all the way from Genesee County to Lapeer.
Okay.
But going through there, people were dumping papers and stuff, bodies, and then eventually they put signs up and cement boulders, and now you can't drive.
Right.
Just saying.
All right. So is it a walking trail now or no
It's
trail
not.
at all?
It's a walking trail now.
All right.
And then comfort food. I know my wife was just talking about this weekend. Her go-to is popcorn. She loves popcorn. What's everybody's favorite go-to for comfort food? What is your go-to? Is it ice cream? Is it steak? I should have said that 'cause I'm
Ice
hungry.
cream. Mine's ice cream. I love ice cream. Even if I eat till I'm over full, I still have room for ice cream.
Ice cream for ice cream.
I'm a ice cream addict. I love it.
Now, and as we were talking about people living here, cities growing or city not growing, would you rather live here or somewhere quieter like Linden?
Personally, I like quiet, small town living. I could never live in the city personally. I don't like the traffic congestion. I don't like all the people. So small town living is me all the way.
All right, now, having said that, since you've been around with your camera, what's the favorite hidden spots that we haven't even talked about? It's not even that most people don't even know.
Like, what do you mean hidden spots?
Any hidden stores or hidden nice places to be, to see, scenery, whatever.
Well, I would say, doing local videos in Fenton and Linden area over the last 10 years, I like going into the local stores, local businesses. Like last week when we had our guest on, Greg from Sunset Corals, just going into his store and looking around. And you haven't been in there yet, and you need to go in there and check it out.
Doing it tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, it's a very cool store. It's tropical. They got coral and fish, and we went on for an hour with Greg about his store and how cool it is. And I've talked to other people about his store too. And a girl I work with, she's like, "Yeah, my mom loves that store. She goes in there every week, and they practically have to drag her out of that store."
I had a school that contacted me for a school dance, Morris, and they're doing something like Back to the Future under the Chapman Sea, but it's not. It's under the water dance. And she says, "You know where I can get corals at?" And I started laughing and says, "I sure do." So I told about Greg and I says, "You need to contact this guy. He can tell you everything about saltwater, everything. He's really got a load of information."
Yeah. Yep. So definitely, again, check out Sunset Corals.
I mean,
he was a great guest to have on, very knowledgeable about his business and also his laser engraving. So
his laser engraving is awesome.
Yeah.
I forgot mine at home. I
I didn't bring my coaster.
I was working on a project, you know how you get an idea in your head, and it's one of those things that you do it and you realize you shouldn't have done it at the time. You should have just waited maybe the next week or 3 days later.
Yeah.
well, I created more headache for myself. So when I leave here, I got to go back and fix the problem that I created instead of leaving it alone.
Right.
Which is like, really?
Right.
So I just ran out of time today on that. But yeah, Greg's got, and I've showed Greg his work with different merchants I've ran across, and I've had to give him his number because I'm hoping he gets business from that. 'Cause it's great work on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's awesome. Well, Bill, I think that's about a wrap for this week.
yes, it is. I think it's a wrap this week. We'll be here next week. Again, we'd like to get your opinions and views
Yeah.
on the different questions we posed. And just let us know. And we'll talk about it next week and see how it goes on that.
Right. And remember, you can find us on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and Facebook. So we're a lot of different places. And we appreciate you following us, giving us a like, sharing it with your friends. We want to cover everything local, Fenton, Linden, and the Genesee County, because there's a lot to do up in the Flint area. And Flint's not that far from us. And they have that, the star thing up there. What's that called?
Oh, yeah. I just drew a brain.
I got a mind blank on
Yes,
it
I
all
did
of a sudden.
too.
But they have they'll have like laser shows in there with rock and roll.
Oh,
music.
planetarium.
Yeah, the planetarium up there in Flint. So there's just all kinds of stuff to do. And we would love for people to put in the comments what you would like us to talk about. If you have an event coming up, let us know about it, and we'll try to announce it to the public.
And if you want to become
know.
a guest, contact us.
Right.
We would love to have you as a guest down here because, it's trying to keep this stuff local. I mean, I know we all seen YouTube.
Yeah.
We got, we all have our own favorite YouTube channels, and of course, these guys are all over the United States or around the world. And so this is kind of cool that we're trying to do something new. Is that it's local. You can come here.
Right.
It's like a one-stop shop, maybe to get information what's going on, or hey, I didn't make it to that meeting, or I heard about this at the grocery store, so I'm going to check this out because they might talk about it.
Right. So we definitely want, input from the audience, because this isn't about us. This is about you and the local community. We want this broadcast to be for everybody. And
What about our beer? I mean, our beer.
the beer is excellent.
We got to love our beer. And beer needs love. Okay.
Yep. And I definitely want to let the audience know, Bill Young's Entertainment. He has a DJ service. He's been DJing for 30 years?
30 years.
30 years, does weddings, events. So if you have an event or a wedding or you need a good DJ, definitely check out Young's Entertainment.
Young'sEntertainment.com and let us know. Hey, look, I saw you on the podcast, and let me know how you heard about us, so we can work with you on pricing. We got to say thanks enough to Collaborative Grounds because
Collaboration Grounds.
Collaboration. Yes, I did screw it up again. That's what I'm saying.
And it's also the EXP Realty office. They have a great podcast studio here that we're using right here in downtown Fenton. So we just want to thank EXP Realty and
it's not ESP. Okay.
EXP Realty and Collaboration Grounds for hosting us here in their studio. It's much appreciated. So again, please give us a like and follow, and we will see you next week.
That's a wrap.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a Bill